Yeah, hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello to everybody. Once again, good afternoon. I think you can see the screen. We are first going through the very short answer question, VSAQs. These are all expected one. Okay. Generally, most of the times, as I told you, they'll be asking either CV Raman effect or Chandrasekhar. These all theory questions. Okay. You can go through that. And VSAQs, you have to go through that. Anybody having any doubt on the second chapter? That is the units and dimensions.
No, sir.
Express unified atomic mass unit in kg. This is nothing but 1 by 12th of 6C12 isotope. And its value is 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. So express unified atomic mass unit. Unified atomic mass unit is the 1 by 12th of mass of 6C12 isotope, and its value is 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Is it? Anything? Next. Hello. Next is, you may be knowing that average velocity and instantaneous velocity. Average velocity is the total distance covered in total time. Instantaneous velocity is the velocity at a particular instant of time. Is it? What is the acceleration of a projectile at the top of its trajectory? Velocity becomes zero at the top, and acceleration is acceleration due to gravity. All of you, can you hear me? The second question. Second question is A is equal to I plus J. What is the angle between the vector and x-axis? Anybody can tell? Anybody?
45 degrees, sir.
How?
Um, as the I we need to take on the x-axis and J we need to take on the y-axis. Then we need to draw a rectangle between them,
Yeah.
and then
So
resultant force. Then we can get the tan theta value, sir.
fine. So you can say that tan theta or tan is nothing but AY by AX. Is it? AY is 1 and AX is also 1. So tan theta is equal to 1 and theta is equal to 45 degree. Nice. Next. What is inertia? Which gives the measure of inertia.
Mass.
Mass is the measure of inertia. More is the mass, more is the inertia, and less is the mass, less is inertia. What is inertia? It is the inability of a body to change its position by itself. And what happens to coefficient of friction if weight of the body is doubled?
It's constant.
Coefficient of friction is independent of weight of the body. So there is no change in the coefficient of friction if the weight is doubled or reduced or increased. Okay. Next. This is a common question. By spinning eggs on table, how will you distinguish a hard-boiled egg from a raw egg? And why are spokes provided in a bicycle wheel? Anybody can answer? Anybody can answer?
Sir, as the raw egg will not spin for a long period of time than the boiled egg.
That only you are going to write.
No, sir. I will write in a.
How do you write?
Uh,
See, in raw egg, the distribution of mass is more due to liquid. So, moment of inertia increases. Is it? Whereas in case of boiled egg, moment of inertia will never increase. So, you can say that you can distinguish the hard-boiled egg from a raw egg. Is it? You can, that is a chapter number 10th one. Chapter 10th. If you have the book, you just go through that. It's a very common question. Chapter 10th one. Please, all of you. Now itself go through that and complete it. Don't put it in any pending. No, we already mentioned 10th chapter. We already mentioned it. System of particles, seventh chapter. Okay. Next is coming to the board. Mechanical properties of liquids. Give the expression for excess pressure in a liquid. What is the formula for the excess pressure in a liquid drop? Hello. What is the formula for the excess pressure in liquid drop?
P naught minus Pi equals to 2Rs. 2R by S.
2T by R or 2S by R, where T is the surface tension. P is 2T by R. In some books, they write it as 2S by R also, where T or S stands for the surface tension. Okay. If it is a soap bubble, it is a 4T by R or 4S by R. What is viscosity? What is viscosity? And what are its units and dimensions? Define viscosity. 11th chapter. Viscosity is the property of a liquid by virtue of which it opposes the relative motion between the adjacent layers of the fluid or liquid. Its units, Pascal second in SI. Dimensions is ml minus 1 t minus 1. This we are discussing in the class a lot. ml minus 1 t minus 1 means 1 in mass, minus 1 in length, and minus 1 in time.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Can we write it as coefficient of viscosity for fluid is defined as the ratio of shearing stress to the strain stress?
He didn't ask coefficient of viscosity. He asked define viscosity. Viscosity is the property of a fluid by virtue of which it opposes the relative motion between the adjacent layers of the fluid. He didn't ask definition of coefficient of viscosity. Okay. If you want, you can write. I will tell you. Define viscosity. Those who wants to write, they can write. Viscosity is the property of a fluid. Viscosity is the property of a fluid by virtue of which it opposes the relative motion between the adjacent layers of the fluid. It opposes the relative motion between the adjacent layers of the fluid. Are you writing? Its unit in CGS is poise. In SI is Pascal second. What are its units? Units. Poise in how to move this? In CGS, poise. In SI, Pascal second. The dimension formula already I written. Can you see that? ml minus 1 t minus 1. I am not getting any response from that side.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, Magnus effect is very common. Just now I told you the fourth one also. Give the expression for the excess pressure in soap bubble in air. It is a 4T by R. For liquid drop, 2T by R. For soap bubble, 4T by R, because it has two layers, inner and outer. Theory part we are not discussing.
Yes,
Next, thermal properties of matter. This we already discussed. What is a greenhouse effect? Explain global warming. Ventilators are provided. These are all. Can a substance contract on heating? Give an example.
Yes, a substance can contract on heating. Example are cast iron, rubber, type metal.
Water also you can write.
Yes, sir.
Pure water you can write. As you already told, one is the type metal, which is an alloy of tin and antimony. You need not write what is the type metal. You write type metal, Indian rubber. These two are important. Another, if you want, you can write a water also.
We need to specify rubber or Indian rubber we need to write, sir.
You can write rubber also. If you want to specify, you can specify Indian rubber also. Even if you write rubber or Indian rubber, they will give the marks. Okay. State Newton's law of cooling, you know that?
Yes, sir.
The rate of cooling of a body is, anybody?
The rate of loss of heat is directly proportional to the change in the direct proportional to the difference between the temperature of the body and its surroundings.
Surroundings. Very good. Next. Write the equation for mean free path. Yes. Write the equation for mean free path.
Lambda equals to 1 by root 2 n pi d square.
Lambda is equal to 1 by root 2
n pi
n d square.
1
Very
by
good.
2.
What is the n?
number of molecules per unit volume.
Very good. What is the d?
Diameter of the molecule.
Very nice. Next, this formula I already written on. I think you can see the screen. This root is confined or limited to only 2 only. Don't write everything. Lambda is equal to 1 by root is applicable only to 2. N pi d square comes out of the root. Okay. Next, you can go for Boyle's law, Charles' law. You may be aware, even you might have studied in chemistry also. Okay, but in Boyle's law, you have to write, it states that at constant temperature, the volume of given mass of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. Or even you can write pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. And PV is equal to constant. Charles' law, you know that at constant pressure, the volume of given mass of gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. Whenever you're writing capital T, you please mention it is absolute temperature, so that you can write V by T is equal to constant. Okay. And this we are given in the pre-finals also. The absolute temperature of gas increased 3 times. What will be the increase in RMS velocity of the gas molecule? Root 3 times. Is it?
Yes,
you know that. Formula, you may be knowing that. You may be knowing the formula. PRMS.
Yeah.
Please.
Root under 3 kT by m.
Yes. Under root 3 RT by m, under root 3 K by m. Okay. So it is a root 3 times is the answer. Okay. Next. Next is. This is a rarely asked question in SAQ. Derive the equation x is equal to V naught T plus half AT square using graphical method. They don't ask regularly, but rarely. But better to know that. Already all the students might have practiced from all the colleges. One is just that. Area under velocity time graph gives the total distance. You can take as I am showing you. So first you take area of the rectangle and then area of the triangle. As I already shown you, you can do it. Any doubt in that? Even if you mention the graph also, you'll get the marks. On x-axis time, on y-axis velocity, xy. This is the graph, and in all most of the students might have practiced it. We are given in our previous papers also. Okay. And coming back to that, state law of parallelogram of vectors, derive an expression for the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector. It's a very common question, very repeated question. Every student knows that the law of parallelogram of forces or vectors states that when two vectors are acting at a point, each vector is directly proportional to the. Sorry. Well, I'm coming back. Where is this one? 1 minute. Video. Show me. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Sorry for the disturbance. So, law of parallelogram vector states that when two vectors are acting at a point, each vector is represented by an adjacent side of a parallelogram, and the diagonal of the parallelogram represents the resultant of the two vectors both in magnitude and direction. Then you know that most of the students might have practiced this. Once again, I am drawing here. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
First to draw one vector. This is another vector. This is another vector. This is another vector. I want this side. And here, most of the students, what they do mistake is, all the students will write up to here exactly. Here you extend the line and drop the normal. Drop the normal means it is a perpendicular. You have to show that it is a perpendicular. In some textbooks or in some notebook, they write PQ. In some, they write AB. So it's not a problem. You can write. Will you be comfortable in PQ or AB?
PQ.
Fine. Then the angle between P and Q is theta. And the angle, this is the resultant. The angle between the resultant and the horizontal is alpha. So when the angle between P and Q is theta, the extended line, as I am marking you, and this angle is also corresponding angle theta. You can represent anything OA, B, C, D. That's not a problem. Now, this rectangle, triangle, ODC and ADC are similar triangles, then you can know that. So, the remaining you can do it. Only you should be very careful in drawing the figure. These two are equal and parallel. These two are equivalent. Any doubts in that?
No, sir.
I need not derive everything. Okay, everybody knows this. And most of the students might have practiced it several times this. Next. Define unit vector, null vector, and position vector. Unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is 1. Null vector is a vector whose magnitude is 0. And what is the position vector? Anybody?
The vector that joins the origin of coordinate system to the position of any object.
Fine. Okay. And this is also, the third one is also a very common one. if a bar plus mod a bar plus b bar is equal to mod a bar minus b bar, prove that the angle between a and b is 90 degree. So what do? Square it.
Squaring on both sides.
So then you will get a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Then a square, b square on both sides get in. This minus 2ab cos theta, you bring this side. Then you will get 4ab cos theta is equal to 0. And cos theta is equal to 0 by 4ab, 0. And theta is equal to 90 degree. This everybody knows that. Okay. Next. Show that the trajectory of an object thrown at a certain angle with the horizontal is a parabola. Means you have to show that y is equal to ax minus dx square. Any doubt in that?
No, sir.
Other students, please.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can you prove that? What is a here?
Tan theta.
And b is, a is tan theta, b is g by 2u square cos square theta. Okay. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Then this is the height and range of projectile or u square sin square theta by 2g. That is the height, and range is u square sin 2 theta by g. This is the general derivation, very common derivation. Most of the students might have done it. And you have to practice the derivation. Very important derivation, very frequently asked question. Any doubt in that?
No, sir.
Fine. Then, well, how many students? Where are the students? Yeah. Next one is the sixth one. A force 2I plus j minus k Newton acts on a body which is initially at rest. At the end of 20 seconds, the velocity of the body is this one. For this, one minute. Okay. Say, what is the force?
F equals ma.
2I plus j minus k. This which is given, I am talking. Okay. What is the magnitude of this force? Under root
1 plus 1.
2 square plus 1 square plus of minus 1 square. How much you'll get?
Root 6.
Very nice. Root 6 Newton. Root 6 Newton. Fine. As you people are telling, F bar is equal to ma bar.
Yes, sir.
A bar is equal to V bar minus U bar by T. Okay. Initially at rest, that means U is 0. And V bar. What is the V bar here?
4i.
4i minus 2k.
2j minus 2k by
20.
20. Take 2 common. So you'll get 2i plus j minus k by 20. So you will have 10. So overall you will have 2i plus j minus k by 10. That is A bar. Then what is A magnitude? A is 1 by 10 into root of 2 square plus 1 square plus of minus 1 square. Then you will get root 6 by 10. Root 6 by
10.
10. Now, as you know, F is equal to MA. M is equal to
F by A.
F by A. F, how much we got? Root 6. And A,
Root 6 by
10.
root 6 by 10. So we'll get
10.
10. Root 6 get cancelled. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Only the thing is, everybody knows the formula that F is equal to MA and A is equal to V minus U by T. But here you should be very careful that first find the magnitude of F bar, that as you got it, now it is the root 6. And find the magnitude of A acceleration. Then apply the formula F is equal to MA and A is equal to F by M. Fine. Next. Show that the maximum height reached by a projectile launched at an angle 45 degree is 1/4 of its range. Anybody?
We know that H max equals to U square sine square theta by 2g.
Okay.
He gave that theta equals to 45.
So first you take R is equal to U square sine 2 theta by G. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Then you will get U square sine 2 into 45, that is a 90 degree by G. If you want, you can write U square by G into sine into 2 into 45 degree. Sine 90, as all of you know, that it is 1. So R is equal to U square by G. As the other girl is telling, then you go for H.
H
H is U square sine square theta by 2G. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Then substitute. U square sine 45, 1 by root 2. Sine square 45.
1 by 2.
Yes. So 1 by 2 by 2G. It becomes U square by 4G. That you can write it as 1 by 4 into U square by G. That is nothing but 1 by 4 into R. So H is equal to R by 4 or 4 by R. Sorry, 1 by 4 R. Any doubt?
No, sir.
If you want, you can write it. Then let us go for LAQs. LAQs. There's no time. Please come out with the doubts, because time is short. We are going only the problems we are discussing. All the theory you can do. I hope that everybody can do derivations and theory very well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Long answer questions. We already discussed in the class, even for other students who have joined from other colleges, their teachers also might have told several times, you will get the long answer questions only from 3 chapters. What are those 3 chapters?
Work power energy,
Yes,
oscillations, thermodynamics.
that's all. In work power energy, there are 2 options. One, as we already mentioned, develop the notions of work and kinetic energy and show that it leads to work energy. If it misses, then we'll have another question is state law of conservation of energy and prove it in case of a freely falling body. You have to learn both. One is compulsory. You will get LAQs again and again, I'm telling you, from only 3 chapters. These 3 chapters are work, energy and power. Another is thermodynamics. Another is the SH. Is it? In that also, I am telling you, One, as we have on the board, another is state law of conservation of energy, and prove it in case of a freely falling ball. But you have to read both.
What about collisions?
Which one?
Collisions, sir. Collisions and
Collisions are also there, but most of the time, these are expected questions. Okay. In collisions, what are the collisions? Explain the possible types of collisions. Develop the theory of one-dimensional elastic collisions. You know that we already done it. So maximum you'll have these three questions which are given. Okay. Don't leave the collisions also. Next. Anything we want? This everybody can write. First question and third question, everybody can write it. Any
Yes.
doubt in the what are second one? Second one?
No, sir.
Okay. Oscillations. Oscillations. These two are the options which you get it. But you have to read all the two. One is to show that the motion of a simple pendulum is SHM and hence derive an expression for its time period. What is seconds pendulum? This everybody will miss it. What is seconds pendulum? Seconds pendulum is one whose time period is
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Sometimes they add, they will stop up to this only. Sometimes, rarely they may ask what is the length of the seconds pendulum.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
It's 1 meter, sir.
Yes. T is equal to 2 pi into root of L by G and square it.
T
T
square.
square is equal to 4 pi square into L by G.
Yes, sir.
L is equal to GT square by 4 pi square. G, take it as 10.
T is 2, so
T is 2, so 2 seconds. Seconds pendulum is the one whose time period is 2 seconds, so 2 square
4.
by 4 into
10.
pi square is 3.142 whole square. So pi square always you can take 10 nearly. So that is a 10 into 4 by 4 into 10. That is a 1. So you can write length is equal to 1 meter, or as you know, 1 meter is nothing but 100 centimeter. Rarely they ask, but it's a very easy, so that you will never lose the 1 mark. Next. Thermodynamics. Reversible and irreversible process. Explain reversible and irreversible process. Describe the working of Carnot's engine. Obtain an expression for the efficiency. State the second law of thermodynamics. How is heat engine is different from a refrigerator? It's a very solid questions. Both you have to read. And in most of the colleges, most of the teachers might have taught several times. This is anything doubt you can ask that. Please. Numericals, they may not touch much. Okay. If at all, we cannot expect the numericals. We cannot expect the numericals. But as most of you are preparing for the competitive examinations, numericals is not a big problem. Very simple one only they will ask. Attach it to the LAQs. Only 2 marks. Exams, generally they will ask like this.
sir,
Say for tell me.
in 2019 Telangana paper, sir, they have asked numerical in SAQ, sir.
Okay. What is that?
O is the point on the ground chosen as origin.
Yeah.
A body first suffers a displacement of 10 root 2 meters northeast.
Yeah.
Next 10 meters north, and finally 10 root 2 meters northwest.
Yeah.
How far is it from the origin?
Yes, you have to take 3 cases. As you have asked, I am telling you. First, it is at origin. Am I right?
Sir.
It goes. Tell me repeat the problem.
First suffers a displacement of 10 root 2 meters northeast.
Northeast. As you know, this is north, south, east, west. It goes northeast. Am I right?
Yes,
This is
sir.
a northeast. 10. Is it?
10 meters north.
Yes. 10 meters north. First one. Next.
First one is 10 root 2 meters northeast, sir.
Very good. 10 root 2. Okay, northeast. I understood. I got it. That's what I'm writing. Next.
Next one is 10 meters to north.
Yeah, 10 meters north.
Then
Next.
finally 10 root 2 meters at northwest.
Northwest. Where it will get? Northwest. Okay. You'll get northwest. Here also. You can say. This is northwest. Then resolve. Resolve.
How far is it from the origin?
First you find D1, D2, D3. Then you have to add D is equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3. What is the D1? What is the D1, please?
10 root 2 meters.
10 root 2
Meters.
northeast. Northeast. Resolve. 10 root 2 sine 45 plus 10 root 2 cos 45. Sine 45. 1 by root
2.
cos 45.
1 by root
1
2.
by root 2. Yes. Go for it. Next, D2. D2.
10 meters.
Yes. Towards?
North.
Yes. Next. Northwest.
Northwest. 10 root 2 meters.
Okay. Add it. D1 plus D2 plus D3.
Guys, I hope you people are doing the problem now.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Whether you got that? All of you?
Where is it 30 meters?
Yes, it's already shown you. This is the thing. Okay. This is a 45 degree. Okay. Then, what is the D1? D1. 10 cos 45 plus 10 sin 45. D2. It's going towards north. 10J. There's a 10. Northwest. Northwest. 10 cos 45 minus 10 sin 45. Because left side it is coming. So you'll get 30 meter. Can you hear me? This is a low battery. Just wait for a couple of minutes. We are charging it. Hello? Listen to me. Hello, please.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's. Yes, as you all told, D is equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3. You got 30 meter is the right answer. Is it? One is 10 cos 45 plus 10 sin 45. Another is a 10. Another is a 10 cos 45 minus 10 sin 45. You get cancel. You'll get D is equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3. What is the D1? Hello? What is the D1? Nobody's responding. Hello? Over.
Where is it 10I plus 10J?
Yes.
The second one is 10J meters.
Yeah.
The third one is minus 10I plus 10J meters.
Yes.
If we add those three, we get 30.
Cancel. You get 30. That's what I'm telling. D1 plus D2 plus D3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's the answer is 30. Shubham,
Yes, sir.
any doubt in that?
No, sir.
This we have done in the class itself. You can
Yes.
go through the previous. I've been telling you that 19 March and May, 18 March, May, 17 March, May, and your pre-board exams in your school or in your college. That's more than sufficient. Okay.
Yes.
Next. Anything? Anything?
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining in. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Thank you, sir.